Hey Star Wars fans, it's the Pop Kid, and welcome to a brand new episode. The heroes that may be included in Star Wars Battlefront's next DLC pack have been heavily hinted at by DICE. The two characters in question are Bossk and Chewbacca. This is really exciting news, as these two characters sound like absolutely awesome additions to the game as far as gameplay is concerned. But how do we know this information? Right now, I'm just going to play a clip for you of exactly what Jabba says when you purchase a hut contract. Now, there was someone claiming on a YouTube comment that what Jabba says translates to Chewbacca and Bossk riding on clouds of a city. Whether that is true or not, we do not know, but I can tell you, you don't need to speak fluent Star Wars languages to hear him clearly state the names Chewbacca and Bossk. The next DLC pack for Star Wars Battlefront is set for release in the middle of the year, and it is based in the cloud city of BESPIN. And as proven by the Outer Rim DLC, they do normally like to add heroes that relate to the DLC pack's location specifically. Since the two villains that are involved at BESPIN in The Empire Strikes Back, Boba Fett and Darth Vader, are already in the game, that does leave a bit of leeway for who they could add. So Bossk does make perfect sense in that regard. While he may not have been to Bespin in The Empire Strikes Back, he does appear earlier in the film alongside Boba Fett, who does have a lot of involvement in the Cloud City. And because there isn't a lot of villains left to choose from the original trilogy, Bossk would be a very cool choice. As for Chewbacca, he is really just a shoo-in to be added into the game at some point, so it wouldn't surprise me if they were to do it now. Plus, he is just so popular. People were really annoyed when he was not included in the Outer Rim DLC. The only odd and strange thing about all this is that there are a few options for heroes left in the game. The only main two that they have yet to add are Chewie, of course, and Lando Calrissian. If they were to add Lando, it would have made much more sense if they were to do it on the DLC that is based around his home of Cloud City. If it were my decision, I would have added Lando and Bossk in this Bespin DLC, and then put in Chewbacca and maybe someone like Tarkin for the DLC that will release later after the Bespin one, the Death Star DLC. But just as if Jabba's translations weren't enough of a hint, keep in mind that both Chewie's and Boss's primary weapons, the Bowcaster and Relby, are already in the game, making their additions more likely. I am happy to see that these two will most likely make it into the game, but I am hopeful that they won't rule out Lando's inclusion in the future. I do hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you leave some feedback in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to check out some of my other content and subscribe if you like what you see. You can click the link in the description below to watch one of my previous episodes. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you.